Alright guys, welcome to All About You. We have an exciting deck profile by Pat O'Neill, the man himself that always comes up with amazing deck ideas. He's very good at theory crafting, and what can I say? And he's also a very good player, despite what just happened. Well, just don't worry about that.
For you guys don't know who I am, I'm a former tester and designer for Bandai on the previous game, Naruto. I was a big content creator with the perfect curve, so I'm hoping I can come up with some original deck ideas, put out some content, get a channel of my own eventually, provide you guys with some knowledge. Because this right here, this is the deck, Ginyu. This is the deck I won at least like a dozen locals or close to it. This is the deck I should have played at the 1K. Sadly, I came up short, but I hope this guy at least inspires you to at least play something different, because everybody looks at this, thinks this is a yellow aggro.
Yeah.
This is not. This is basically a control deck.
It's a control deck.
Yeah.
It does what Vegeta can, but a little bit better on certain cards.
Yeah. So, in the interest of time, I'm not going to go over Ginyu, the leader. I'm sure you know what he does. You flip up the stuff. If you got a Ginyu Force, great. Backside gets double strike. So first, I like to do my deck in packages because I've played multiple versions of this list. I've played it as just a standard blue-yellow control list. I've also played it as a blue-green-yellow control. I've also played it as a blue-red-yellow control.
So he went through many different.
I've been playing this deck for about 8 weeks. So first, we're gonna go over the Ginyu Force package.
All right, guys.
Goldo. So. You know what he does? Comes into play if you're Ginyu. He taps down a 2 or less. Really good for getting off problematic cards like Sorbet in potential mirrors, things like that. Gets rid of blockers and lets you go through for lethal. And that's it for the Ginyu Force package. The other Ginyu Force are bad. Jace is okay, but because Raccoon and Berta are just bad and Ginyu is way too slow, we don't even bother.
I'm gonna get him in the map.
So now we're gonna go into the core cards of the deck, the cards you absolutely should be playing no matter what version of the list you're playing. 4 Majin Boos, it just cycles, draws a card, no big deal. 3 Bulma, 3 Whis. We don't play Objection because it's a -2. I could go on for days and days why you should not play Objection.
You guys know my take on it.
Yeah. So the only matchup, which we'll get to a little bit later, you should play Objection is against Dual Attack Goku, because you need to race him or you're just done. So.
Yep, agreed.
4 Dorius. I don't have to explain it. 10k boost, draws a card for our own color. 4 energy boost Beerus. It's the key card in the deck. It is the most important card in the deck. It kills a guy, 20k double strike. This is basically your win con, and it's part of the control engine of the deck, which we'll go over right now. So here are the extra cards. 4 Called Bloodlust.
Amazing card, guys.
This is the best card, in my opinion, in the entire game, and is the reason we are playing Captain Ginyu instead of Vegeta.
Look at that.
Blue-yellow Vegeta, it can do a lot, but until you play against this card and play with this card, you start to realize this card is insane. It is better in some cases than Crusher Ball. It's better than Whis' Coercion. It's better than a lot of things. It stops Beerus, and they have to spend tons of cards to actually make up for the removal that they're missing out on.
It stops Gotenks.
It stops Gotenks. You pay 5, try and get these value plays. No, you tapped out for no reason. People who try and go Objection into Whis, you just Cold Bloodlust the Whis, they wasted their turn.
Exactly.
Literally the reason we play Ginyu. It's basically a negate. Also, it's important to note, double strikers, triple strikers, they become single strikes. So you don't care about that at that point. It lets you win matches that you otherwise would not be able to. And here's controversial. I'm proving my point. I only play 3 Crusher Balls.
Nice. Why not 4?
Because it's only really good in the late game, and it can be a dead draw. One of the big weaknesses of this deck, too many extra cards. You can't combo with them, and you'll lose in close situations where you wouldn't if it wasn't a 5k or a 10k pump. I don't feel like you need 4. I've played as low as 2 and still won locals. It's not that big a deal. If you're really unsure, just side the other if it's a best of 3 game. Not a big deal. 4 Senzu Beans. I've played as low as 2 of this. I've played as high as 4. This card is really good in the late game. It lets you fix your energy. You want to be ending your turns with a blue and a yellow up, for sure. At worst, you want to leave at least the yellow open so you can Cold Bloodlust the threat. Because odds are if you Cold Bloodlust like a Gotenks or a Beerus, that's it. They're probably passing their turn. 4 Whis' Coercion. Again, don't have to explain it. It's literally just the best negate in the game. It's basically free. The only drawback to it is some people at my local, they play 4 bad ring lasers. Don't get caught sleeping. That's all I can say.
They're bad and stuff.
So, next is, this is the version of like this is the flexible part of the deck. You can change this to be whatever you want.
So this is the core, as you guys saw.
Yeah, this is the core of the deck.
Yeah.
4 Assailant Vegetas. Card advantage, like you just pressure people, they don't get to recover. The red version plays Confident Boltamo instead to try and pick off blockers. The green version plays Gotenks. So, again, it's what you want, you feel like playing. 3 Mecha Freezes. I don't play 4 because good players play around it. It's just that simple. People don't let you get 2 guys tapped.
Nope.
It doesn't happen.
The most you're getting is 1.
My opponent on the bubble knew exactly what was up, didn't fall for it. That's why he's just okay. Like, for this version, this is a little bit faster. This is the fastest version of the deck. That's fine. For green, you just play Raging Attacker or Vegeta because it's Beerus 5, 6, 7. For red, you can play whatever you want in that situation. I actually play Assassination Plot, but I only play 2 of it. But the other one's a flex card. 3 Vegeta, Prince of Speed, draws cards.
Nice.
I've played as high as 4. I decided to go with 3 for this because I wasn't like hitting it. It wasn't working out for me as well as some of my teammates, CT crew guys. So it is what it is. Like, it just draws 2 cards. It's a double striker. It lets you recharge. I could almost say it's kind of mandatory against the matchups that play Broly because this is what lets you stabilize in a close game. 3 God Charge Vegetas.
Nice, sexy.
It's largely because you can evolve into this. It pressures twice. You need to have some kind of finisher. I feel Beerus is a little too slow, and you don't want to tap out against it against good players. And in some matchups against like red and red-yellow and stuff, games don't go that late. It's a dead card. So for the red version of the list, you can play whatever you want at the top end. It's a little bit weird. I actually play like 2 or 3 Champas, the 6 drops that blow everything up. The green list I feel like is a little bit more consistent in the late game because this is 4 Gotenks.
Exactly.
This is 4 Gotenks, and this can be 2 Super Saiyan Gokus again because that's Beerus is like, what is that, 8, 9? Same thing.
All right, guys. So as you heard from Pat O'Neill, this is his deck profile, the Ginyu leader, and it is a blue-yellow version of it.
If I had to name it, if I could get to it,
What's the name?
We're gonna call it Milky Cannon Control.
All right.
After Ginyu's other signature attack that no one remembers. So.
And now you have it, guys.